This season of the Urban Conservative Podcast is brought to you by Newton for Senate, working to improve education, reduce taxes, and keep North Carolina #1 for business. Find out more at newtonforsenate.com.
This episode of the Urban Conservative has also been sponsored by Case Technology Consulting. Help your business get value out of its data and become more efficient and streamlined. Case Technology Consulting. Check out the link in the description.
Do you like NASCAR? Do you like A Tribe Called Quest? Well, you gonna love the Urban Conservative.
Do you like sandwich and nachos? Well, then you love the Urban Conservative.
Do you like...
Episode of Top of the Morning is brought to you by Edward Jones financial advisor Kelly Harmon, providing you with well-researched guidance backed by Edward Jones' extensive team and technology that help you prepare for retirement, children's education, or other financial goals. Call 252-473-1006 or visit the link on the screen.
All right, what up, ladies and gentlemen? It is time for Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. I am Abdul Ali. As always, I'm joined by my twin brother, Raheem, Architect Soto. You are checking out Top of the Morning live here on the Urban Conservative. Our mission is to share conservative values and principles into urban communities across the country. If you haven't done so already, we would really appreciate you jumping over to tuconservative.com, grabbing one of those Hamilton plans. It's only $10. That way you get to join a growing community of conservatives that live and act and work and support our mission in urban areas. You also get a news feed, a blog, and you have an opportunity to cop you a mug or a t-shirt or a hat or something like that, which is why we don't have to stop in the middle of the show to sell you all kind of gizmos and gadgets and things like that. Again, tuconservative.com. If you haven't done so already, please jump on over to the website. We appreciate the love over there. And a good morning. As always, let us know where you're watching from. Each and every morning, Monday through Friday, we come up, we give you the best 30-minute morning show to get you equipped and ready to rock out for the day. A lot of good stuff.
And you might laugh a little bit. You might get in your feelings about something we say. Let us know. You know, that's what we do this for. Ali, I wasn't going to do it, right? But I gotta plug an event, right? I don't never really be plugging during the show. You always, because you always got something to promote, right? So I feel like I never have much to promote. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm underrepresented in the promotional space, if that's fair, right? If that's a thing. Shouts out to everybody out here in Suffolk County, and the whole state of New York, really. But shouts out to the Suffolk County GOP. Shouts out to the Southampton Town GOP. More specifically, did I say that right? Did I say the word?
You didn't say specifically. I can't stand that. People go
specifically.
Specifically, bro.
And hey, here's the other word that gets on my nerves: subscribe.
Ooh,
subscribe.
Hey, sir, you can subscribe to my channel.
Okay. No. Wait. Let me give you another one. Promote.
What? Wait, what did you just say?
Promote. I gotta go out there and promote my single.
Promote.
You never promote. Not promote. Promote. I'm out here doing promotions.
All right. Since we're on this, there's one last one that I can't.
All right, go ahead. Go for it. Go for it.
I cannot stand. Right.
No, go for it.
My father.
All right. Since we tabling them, I can't stand month.
M-O-M-F?
Yo, when homeboy said it yesterday in the Rocky Mount video, I was done. He said month. All right, I gotta pull up the Rocky Mount video again. He said month. Bro, what month is it?
I don't know what a month is, sir.
A month.
I don't know. I know what a month is.
Hold on. Here you go, right here. Share that.
Bank face.
All right, not you, ma'am.
Seems like it's been 13. Those neighborhood. That's even go.
I can't look at this
Clark
dude.
Street, Pender Street.
I can't look at this dude.
Oh, bro.
Troy Davis.
Oh my God.
I come before you today to talk about a couple of different things.
Yeah, buddy. We have some things to talk about.
Fair housing.
We got some things to talk about.
It's great that we're in Fair Housing Month, but nothing.
Did you hear it?
He didn't say month.
Fair housing. It's great.
Was that a teeth suck? I don't mean to do this. Gosh, man.
About a couple of different things. Fair housing.
I knew I heard a click, bro. I knew I heard a click.
Whoa. I'm not even gonna say it, bro. But
don't say it. Don't say it.
Every dude.
Stop saying it now.
Every
fair
dude
housing.
on it.
Stop saying it, Ali.
Before you today, talk about a couple of different things. Fair housing.
Yo, I can't, bro.
Wait, but the month.
Great that we're in Fair Housing Month, but no.
That month, bro. That's what triggered me. I went to sleep like he said month. He clearly said month. I'm not knocking people, but there is a TH on the end of the word that you selectively choose to use in other places, like there. You don't go, I'm going over there.
I'm going. I'll be over there. Nah, son. Yeah, okay. All right. Enough.
All right, enough. Anyway, back to what I was promoting. Yeah, so essentially I just I don't know what just happened. I don't know. You just short-circuited the Matrix. Yeah. Okay. So fast forward. I'm very proud of this. We have shouts out to my chairman out here in Southampton Town, David A. Betts, and my whole GOP committee. You see it on your screen. Monday, April 17th, 2023, from 6 to 8 p.m. We will be at the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Edgewater restaurant overlooking I guess that to me it's the ocean. Heather gonna correct me and be like, that's the bay. It's the ocean, right? But it's a beautiful, beautiful restaurant. We'll be kicking off our campaign. Yeah, we're gonna be kicking off our campaign season. We have an amazing slate of candidates, as you can see on the screen. We got a lot of folks here. We got an opportunity here to get the whole thing read out here, to get these Republicans elected out here. Amazing slate of candidates, but that is Monday, April 17th. If you're in the Southampton Town or Suffolk County area and would like to come out and meet the candidates for the 2023 campaign season. So shouts out to the Southampton Town GOP. You can head over to shtowngop.com to support your Republican candidates. Like I said, we got an amazing slate. And we need to get these folks elected. So shouts out to everybody out here in Suffolk County. Appreciate that. All right, my plug's done, bro. We 8 minutes in and I done plugged.
All right, I'll be plugging the Mark Robinson event tomorrow. Shouts out to the homegirl Victoria and everybody in Stanley County. We're gonna plug that tomorrow. But yo, Nancy Pelosi, bro, you was telling me last night, you were like, yo, we talking about Nancy Pelosi.
Thank you, Marvelous. I know you heard it. Go ahead.
Shouts out to Marvelous. Yo, I was just with Marvelous up in Raleigh at a dinner. Yo, only American citizens should be voting. And shouts out to my American citizen sister, Marvelous. Her son in the Marines, just beautiful people. But we need to make sure that we're only allowing American citizens to vote. And we're going to talk a little bit about that in Chicago. But before we do that, Nancy Pelosi, bro, why did you put up that meme that said poor old drunk Nancy? What was that about?
Why did I put up the meme that said poor old drunk Nancy? Well, let me get it on the screen first and foremost. This is what we're going to do. We're going to pull this up right here because this is what Ali is making reference to, right? He's making reference to this meme here. Okay, this is the meme.
Sad old drunk. Oh my gosh.
I didn't write this. I didn't say that. No, I'm not. I was about to tell a fib. No, I ain't that much respect. Some of these people do not garner respect, but sad old drunk, I don't know if that's a description or an observation. I don't know which one that is, but so here's what you got. Nancy Pelosi was speaking at an event with economist Paul Krugman and was interrupted by multiple hecklers who accused her of being a war criminal and a sad old drunk. And I think we're going to go ahead and maybe roll that beautiful beam footage.
Okay.
Hey, why is it that you did not admit that there were no WMDs in Iraq?
Yeah, I like the guy. He's right though. Folks, while they're heckling Nancy, I know we didn't get to that part yet, but can we not do this as grown-ups? You hear that? Like, what kind of outrage is that where I understand you don't like Nancy Pelosi, right? I understand you don't like these people, but if you're in a public setting, because this looks like some type of collegiate, this looks like a decent setup, and you may not like what she has to say, but to stand up and to it, like, this is just ridiculous. This is
so let hold on.
Hey, why is it?
Nah,
that you did not?
I'm cut from a different cloth in that regard, and I'm going to tell you something. While I agree with you, there needs to be decorum. I've been in situations in meetings where people want to express their frustration. Let's just call it. I agree. There needs to be decorum, and I'm not opposed. I've been in meetings at the front of meetings where people were yelling things at me, and do you know what I did?
Bang the gavel and say order.
Sir, ma'am, we're gonna have order. I'm going to continue. I understand you don't like what I'm saying, but I'm going to say it. However long it takes you to get through that emotional outburst is cool. Let's just watch this video, though. I'm interested.
I'm not saying she doesn't have a right to the opinion. I'm just saying a little common decency, a little.
Yeah, you know, but I agree with you. Sometimes it could go too far.
There were no WMDs in Iraq. You lied us into a war in Iraq. You got us into an invasion of Afghanistan. Now over 90% of those people.
I don't know how cool I am with money grabbing her though.
Yeah, but I'm also see, the interesting thing about this is what was said right before that. Not that I'm defending Nancy Pelosi, but I like a full picture. What did she say?
Yeah, that's a good, fair enough. And again, I don't know how cool I am with you grabbing me. I just don't know.
Over 90% of those people are in conference and are dying.
Yo, did you hear the guy?
Yeah.
Why should tell the truth about Nord Stream? Why did we destroy Nord Stream?
Fair question.
We're leaving millions of Germans without energy.
Oh no, that's his job. Oh, you gotta go.
Okay, fair enough.
You should be arrested. You are a war criminal.
Hey, Congresswoman! I came to see a warmonger, but you're a sad old drunk.
Whoa. He said, and I quote, "I came to see a warmonger, but you're a sad."
A warmonger, but you're a sad old drunk. What happened? When you went to Taiwan, were you looking for Ukraine? Did we blow up the Nord Stream on accident or on purpose? Did you know about?
See, that's a very good place.
So here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. There's clearly y'all are not recognized. Y'all don't have a floor. So I get it. I get the frustration. I get the anger.
If it's the public portion for you to speak and you say what you say, they got to sit there and eat it. But if a conversation is being had and there's an answer and question section or some type of we need more obviously runway with the video. But the man clearly called her what he called her. Now I don't know if it's I don't know if Nancy seems. Does she seem like somebody that drinks? I don't know.
I have seen compilations of Nancy Pelosi that lead me to believe upon a reasonable, I don't know. Do you Google Nancy Pelosi drunk speech and see what comes back? I think I've done that. I think I've gone down that rabbit hole of YouTube once or twice and to confirm when the whole hairdresser gate thing was going down during COVID.
What are you saying happened?
There was something I saw her speaking and I was like, that lady is drunk. She clearly had that. She had that. It was like, it wasn't like beer drunk. It was like martini drunk. It was like a 3 martini lunch drunk, if you know what I'm saying. Like it was like a polite old lady that slithered. If you remember being slithered, you know the term slithered.
I thought you meant like wiggling on the floor. I was a little confused.
No, like as we sit there and try to promote the policy that says that I'm the Speaker of the House, so I'm not going to listen to that. Like, she's that drunk.
So are we talking?
Farmers are struggling with plummeting prices, great economic uncertainty, and self-inflicted damage of the Trump tariffs. When I say self.
Yeah,
Country.
I think she
But
drinks.
Republicans wrote a bill that abandons farmers.
Woo.
But Republicans wrote a bill that abandons farmers, farming families. It weakens the farmers' safety net. It slashes hundreds of millions from rural development initiatives, cutting small businesses, loan guarantees.
I can't stop her voice, and I can't take her voice. I physically,
it's like chalkboardy. It's like chalkboardy.
But she, in my opinion, she comes across as the slithering type. Like the she gets a little saucy. It's a little saucy.
Oh, you saying wine? The martini, what do you call it? The mimosas are definitely a breakfast item. When you work in the Pelosi kitchen, you must bring an alcoholic beverage at each meal. You're new here, sir. You don't understand. Yes, they drink this at 10:30 a.m. It's a daily mimosa.
Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, you are checking out Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. We're going to take a very, very tiny quick commercial break and come right back here on Top of the Morning. Don't go nowhere.
Just because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back on Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you go over to YouTube, check out the new channel TUC Twins, new Facebook page too, TUC Twins. So that way you know when we drop fresh content. A couple times a week, we drop fresh content every day, Monday through Friday, right here for Top of the Morning. And then Monday nights, the Urban Conservative podcast, each and every Monday night live. You can go Apple, Amazon, anywhere you listen to podcasts and go check out the podcast. Some interesting content for you to enjoy. Now, you were talking about Nancy Pelosi getting called sad old drunk. You mentioned a little bit earlier at the top about voting rights and immigration and some other stuff that you said was going to lead into this conversation about Chicago.
All right. Chicago got a new mayor, folks, and I'm going to say this respectfully because I got friends that live in Chicago, right? I'm saying this with all of the respect that I can muster. You guys politically are absolutely off the hinges out there. There's a lot of work that needs to be done in the realm of voter education in the city of Chicago. Now, why am I suggesting that? You guys went from a Beetlejuice Hitler. I'm sorry. You guys went from
Beetlejuice Hitler.
I saw that written somewhere, and I had to use it. I can't even give credit to who the person was because I don't remember who said it. But somebody said Beetlejuice Hitler. I was just like, I don't necessarily agree with the Hitler part, but it sounds funny. It's like I don't think she's a Hitler, but does sound like Beetlejuice Hitler. Sounds funny. I don't know. Anyway, new mayor in Chicago, and the point that I'm getting at is that his idea for making Chicago a better place for Chicagoans, okay, this is what you got. This is his spiel here, and I don't know why you folks are voting for these type of people. I don't know, and these type of people, not black people, these far left, politically. How do you say this? This policy that you see on the screen, do y'all think this is a good, Ali, is it just please, do you see what this says?
If you're not watching and you're just listening, Chicago Mayor-elect Brandon Johnson wants illegal aliens to vote in local elections, build permanent housing for asylum seekers. Let's not build permanent housing for the
elderly population.
Thousands of elderly people. Let's not do that. Let's not build some free housing for the families that live there that are trying to work every day, that are trying to do the right thing.
Here's this. Chicago.
Let's not put some money into the school system. Let's not improve education. Let's not do that.
They spend a lot of money in the school system, and that's interest. Keep that as a pinpoint for what you just said. Okay. On your computer, Ali, I want you to tell me what the school ratings are for Chicago. Okay. But Breitbart News reported Tuesday that Johnson beat out moderate Democrat candidate Paul Vallis to become Chicago's next mayor. While Vallis stayed hyper-focused on crime and quality of life issues, Johnson threw around accusations of racism in his closing bid to the voters. Now, what's unfortunate is, again, like I said, I know people in Chicago, and a lot of them, you can't tell them white people ain't set up the world against them. You can't tell them that ain't the case. They don't understand it. You have people from Chicago that are Haitian, that are not even, do you understand what I just said by saying Haitian, Ali?
Yeah.
But have connected themselves to the slave culture of America.
You don't know nothing about that.
And I'm perplexed by it.
Nothing about that.
Not a thing. Not a thing.
Didn't know nothing about that. They knew slavery, something else, interaction with the French and some other people, but they didn't know about that.
What was going on? So the idea behind the ease of use of the race card is terrifying, that you have groups of people who, because they don't know how to think before they vote, because they don't know how to vet a candidate's agendas and policy ideas, and what are the implications? Who is paying to build this permanent housing? You don't think you, as a taxpayer in Chicago, you don't think that you're going to end up paying for that? You don't think your grandkids are going to end up paying for that? Good point, you 2A Patriot. Let's not fix the bridges that our homeless vets are living under. Let's not get housing for the homeless vets in Chicago. Let's not do that. There's no way we can do that. But it makes sense why the money was spent. And now the funny part about this, dude, this is the funny part. Because we don't go off of basically. This is what it is, right? Mm-hmm. This is what it is. Let's scroll down here. Something I saw that was interesting. Personal life. Johnson lives in the Austin neighborhood. Let's right-click that, open link in a new tab. Johnson lives in the Austin neighborhood on the west side of Chicago with his wife, Stacy, and their 3 children. In March 2023, it was revealed that Johnson owed the city of Chicago $3,500 in unpaid water and sewer charges. He owed an additional $1,000 in unpaid traffic tickets from 2014 and 15. However, Johnson's debts were confirmed to be paid in full by March 2023. You don't say.
You don't
say, huh?
You get that first mayor check and clear a couple things up, don't you?
Now, here's the thing. On April 4th, Johnson defeated Vallis to win the runoff election. The Associated Press projected his victory within a few hours of poll closing on the night of April 4th. Johnson's victory was described as an upset victory by several media outlets. Johnson performed exceptionally strong in wards with majority black populations, winning as much as 80% in some of the wards on the south side and the west side of the city. He also performed strongly in some of the predominantly white lakeshore areas and some Hispanic majorities areas. So, I mean, but the Democrat to Republican ratio out there, and again, we're saying this respectfully, but this idea that you're going to go ahead now and, give illegal immigrants the right to vote, like, do you not understand? Like, as a teacher, he's an educator. You don't. He's a former educator.
What you got to look at, Rob? What you got to really, really look at is who put up the money for his campaign. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Who paid for this?
He was a social studies teacher, though.
And AOC was a waitress.
My point in saying that he was a social studies teacher is, what did we learn in social studies, Ali?
We learned from what I can remember, we learned basic American history. We learned a little bit of world history. We learned about the Roman Empire, the British Empire. We learned a little. I remember learning a little bit about Asia. We didn't touch on Vietnam too tough in school, but in social studies, we kind of got the world view and then basic American history, bro.
That's what we got in social studies.
Yeah, no, 1776.
So this
Civil
tells
War.
me this tells me that this man has no respect for our Constitution and our founders. He has no.
So what you gotta ask is, how old is this dude? He looks like he might be
1976. 1976.
So he's a little older than us, which means he got the same exact education we got.
Oh well,
which means
makes
sense.
Knows
better. He knows better.
No. Because we're taking for granted that I don't think everybody on this planet is maybe until right before they pass away, Ali. Some people are not going to get real with themselves until right before they leave. That's it, and that's a terrifying prospect. That this ain't a conservative liberal thing. This is about good ideas and bad outcomes. This is about the procedures and policies that people put in place to make society function better. It's about the ideas that we pass on to the next generation about our country that will determine the outcome. So the problem is, you have folks like this. We can't assume everybody's gonna be honest. Unfortunately, we can't assume he doesn't know. He probably don't know any better. He probably really doesn't know any better. He's probably been influenced and pampered and bought by people, politically groomed by people who he may believe that illegal. He may genuinely believe that.
You're better than me, because once I say it out loud, so at a certain point, you have to say the thing out loud, bro.
Damn it, I tried. Tapping.
Okay,
tapping.
you have to.
Damn, I tried.
So
I tried.
I'm sitting in the office. I'm putting myself in. I'm sitting in the office. I'm a former teacher. I know the education. Like, we don't have to guess what kind of education you got if you're born around 1970. We know you know this. So there's a thing called an illegal alien, and then there's a thing called a citizen. Yes, you want to give the one that doesn't have actually any constitutional rights, doesn't have the benefits and privileges of a citizen. You want to give him the right to vote. Yes. That works for me. Like, how? No, it's far more sinister, I think, unfortunately. And people get called conspiracy theorists. People get called all kind of things, because I have a feeling this is far more sinister. We on this show, ladies and gentlemen, go back, watch some of our very beginning content, and what you'll find is we had a high-ranking North Carolina Democrat tell us that they purposefully, with intention, do not want people to know how to identify the values and policy positions of these candidates. There is a concerted effort to minimize the amount of information required to give a voter, especially a black voter, especially a black or urban voter. My brother was very clear about that. We are the ones that didn't even know we had values. So imagine everybody else. We say that to say, at this point, I think it's far more sinister. Border crossers found living inside downtown Chicago police station. Whoa. We didn't even.
This makes sense. So this is what they're gonna say. Oh, that's a conspiracy. Okay, wait. You got a mayor who says, I want like in New York, they trying to get the illegal immigrants to vote here in New York, right? Then there's a report that comes out that says border crossers found living inside downtown Chicago police station. Okay, so what it sounds like to me is that they're under the impression that the illegal immigrants, I'll even be more specific. This is what I think, and this may be a tad conspiracy theorist, Ali. I think they're bringing all these bodies in, and they're going to generate a whole bunch of names and ballots. That's what I think. I think they're going to do that. I think they're trying to stack the deck to obviously play foul ball, because when you have this influx of people and then you got a policy that says illegal immigrants can vote, you know how many names you could come up with? You know how many, the new name database bank they just came up with? So that's my thought on it. But these things are interconnected. The porous border, the policies that radical Soros-funded Democrats are pushing for, these things are all connected, and they don't bode well if unchecked for future generations.
I gotta do this, Ra. I gotta do this. So, ladies and gentlemen, what you see on your screen in front of you, right? It's something called Americans for Citizens Voting. Okay. And as you can see, Americans for Citizen Voting survey, this was conducted by RMG Research, 1,000 registered voters, conducted March 9th through 10th of this year. Check this out. Some cities are allowing non-citizens to vote. Would you favor or oppose allowing people who are not U.S. citizens to vote in your local elections? I'm going to repeat that. Some cities are allowing non-citizens to vote. Would you favor or oppose allowing people who are not U.S. citizens to vote in your local elections? And I want to point something out. 59% strongly oppose. Only 8% strongly favor. 12% somewhat favor, and 16% somewhat oppose. It's not even close. It's not even close, bro. Second question on this survey. Congress recently rejected, with broad bipartisan support, a Washington, D.C. law that allowed non-U.S. citizens to vote in local elections. Do you favor or oppose Congress's action to stop non-citizens from voting in our nation's capital? 50% strongly favored Congress's action, 19% somewhat favor, only 12% somewhat oppose, and 11% strongly oppose. So it's not even up for debate. American citizens, and there's multiple, this group, Americans for Citizens Voting. I went to this luncheon yesterday, the day before yesterday. They have, the data is out there. American citizens do not want non-citizens voting especially in our local elections.
All right. Well, before we get out of here, because we're over these last 2 days, we've been well over a half hour. Y'all, we blessing y'all with these.
We still got one more thing.
I know, and that's why we're not even going to take a commercial break, because we got a celebratory moment here. Go ahead, do your North Carolina flex real quick. Go ahead. All
right. So, and folks, if you're watching and you live in North Carolina,
you got an image that you can pull up or something?
I do. I'm going to pull it up here. I'm going to pull it up here. Hold on. How do I get back to it? That's the question. Oh, snap. It's a very interesting situation that we have. Oh, I got to share screen from start. All right, here we go. It's a very interesting situation that we have here in North Carolina. If any of our audience that's on this morning know, we've had some very interesting times here in North Carolina with all of the wins on the state Supreme Court, running the table there on the Court of Appeals, and we've still got more work to do in that regard. With this redistricting and the North Carolina Supreme Court, basically Democrats, taking over the role of the state legislature. We had some interesting maps in North Carolina, and we had some interesting dynamics. And I think we did what a lot of states couldn't do, which is we ran the table on our courts and in other places where it really mattered. But now you look at this young lady right here, Patricia Cotham, okay? Representative, Democrat, long-term Democrat at that. We're not going to pretend that she didn't vote Democrat, that she didn't support the party. But this young lady just did something yesterday, and it is well worth noting, because I was never a registered Democrat, but I was considered myself on the left, bro. Would it be fair to say we were on the left?
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I'll be honest with ourselves. But North Carolina Rep. Tricia Cotham switches to the Republican Party, and this is the reason why. Says the Democratic Party has become unrecognizable. Okay. Two of the things that caused her to do it. She said, one, when she got a lot of flack from using the American flag, and she got a lot of flack for using praying hands emojis from Democrats. Think about that for a second. She represents a Democrat-dominant district in Mecklenburg County. Everybody was there. Phil Berger, Tim Moore, everybody was there. It's a big deal because this now gives North Carolina a veto-proof majority in the state house. and in
What the
state senate.
hell? What the hell do that mean, a veto? What does that even mean?
That means Roy Cooper is done for. You're done, bud. Go sit down somewhere. Go get your speeches up. I have a feeling, and we've talked about this. Roy Cooper may be eyeing a presidential run, but this may be the impetus that he needs to go sit down, because what that means right now is Republicans have control of North Carolina's legislature. We have a conservative majority on the state Supreme Court. I think we are going to see, the question becomes, if we're going to be honest, though, as somebody who served the GOP for the last 6 years, and I know there's a lot of people who've served the party way longer than we have.
Hold on, boy. Hold on. Look,
we got to see how the sister's going to vote.
Hold on, look how they do her. Look how they do her.
What are you talking about?
See the tab?
Nah,
look how they do the lady, bro. Look how they do the lady. This is the New York Times. This is it. And I mean, we can't expect anything less from the New York Times. The startling defection.
Defection?
Yo.
They used defection?
Yo.
Whoa. Hold on, folks. Hold on.
It's already done. It's already done.
The desertion of one's country or cause in favor of an opposing one. That's
defection.
That
is
defection.
A strong word. That is
That's
a strong word.
In politics, a defector is a person who gives up allegiance to one state in exchange for allegiance to another, changing sides in a way which is considered, they use defection. They went as hard as I thought they would. Okay.
Okay. I just want to make sure that's a strong word. The startling defection of a longtime Democrat upended the balance of power in North Carolina Wednesday, giving Republicans now supermajority in both chambers. State Representative Tricia Cotham announced in a news conference the modern-day Democratic Party, what you said, her declaration infuriated fellow Democrats and said shockwaves to North Carolina.
Oh, yeah, they're up there with the pictures calling for her to resign. There's she's getting the business for doing it. It's a very brave move. But we got to be honest, bro.
Ms. Cotham, whose district sits outside Charlotte, ran again successfully for the chamber in November on a platform of raising minimum wage, protecting voter rights, and bolstering LGBTQ rights. Her decision helps Republicans cement a razor thing, but yeah. Ooh, Roy, oh boy,
Roy back in the basement is what you got. The Republicans got it from here.
So here's the issue. And we're gonna close on this, Ali.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with y'all? And I know I'm probably gonna catch a little flack for saying it this way. What's up with y'all in New York? What's up with the Democrats? Like these. What's up with y'all? You see the courage that this woman displayed and doing the right thing. And the reason we say it's the right thing, because she, as a Democrat, acknowledges that the values of the party have left. They are no longer in line with promoting the raising up of the black family, the promoting of the nuclear family structure. They are pro natural order. They are anti-God. These people are clearly anti-God. Listen, I know atheists who are not anti-God, bro. You understand? I know atheists that are not anti-God. They just don't believe it. There's a difference. These people are anti-Allah, Buddha, whatever you got. They're not with none of it. They don't want you to have any morality whatsoever. And if she could display the type of courage to say no, why can't you guys in New York do that? Why can't you legislators in New York who know this bail reform is out of control and these kids are getting killed and these families of these victims are suffering? Why are you guys not doing anything about it? And more importantly, why are you folks in New York City, and really that's the stronghold in the state, why are you guys voting for these people? Why? So I'll leave it there, bro. Good job to her. Congratulations. And I hope you got a really thick skin, man, because you are gonna need it.
You know something, bro? And you're going to be like, stop it. Don't even do it.
And
but
don't
you know what all you have to do is read the Democrat Party platform. This is their platform. Our economy was rigged against working families in the middle class even before the novel coronavirus sickened millions and killed more than 150,000 Americans and counting. Working families' incomes have become largely stagnant for decades, while the cost of basic needs from housing to healthcare, higher education to childcare keep rising at a precipitous rates. Meanwhile, the rich have been capturing a larger and larger share. What?
That's all I hear.
This is their platform. Listen, check this out. America bills itself as the land of opportunity, but intergenerational mobility has plummeted. Children born in the United States are less likely to move up the income ladder than those in Canada, Denmark. How do you compare us to Denmark? Yo, bro, how many people are in Denmark? Like, how many
79? 78? Something like that?
It's like, or the UK. How do you compare us to the UK? Women still just earn 82 cents for every dollar men earn. Oh,
Wait a minute. Denmark is a real place?
Oh, my head hurts. They went with the gender pay gap.
Out of all the places in the world that if I had an expendable travel budget, right? Denmark would rank. How many countries are there in the world altogether? How many countries are there?
I have no idea.
All right,
it's a
out
lot.
of all of them,
Hundreds?
Denmark
Are there hundreds?
Probably, possibly. I ain't going to Denmark. I wouldn't even think like them. Okay.
There are some people who would love to go to Denmark. Denmark got some pretty
for what, ma'am or sir? What? What are you going to Denmark for? What are you going to Denmark for? Denmark. I'm sorry.
There are 100 reportedly 195 countries in the world currently.
And Denmark would be the 195th country on the list of places that I would like to go. Why are you comparing us to this place? I don't even understand.
Yeah, you get the fjords, you get Denmark's got some pretty stuff, bro. You got the fairy tale castle stuff. I think you get some.
What's the population? 5 million people?
Yeah, that's New York City, bro.
Bro, that's New York City. That's New York. That's Long Island. We're at 3 point something million in Long Island. What the?
Right, and so this is all right, bro. I'm sorry.
All right, but this party platform is just this party platform is out of control. Like, there's nowhere in the world anybody with any like. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how young. Hold on. I don't care how young you are. If you can read, right? If you can read and form sentences and use your vowels, if you can do that, you know how to do that. You know how to stop at the period. You know all those rules, right? It's incumbent upon you, meaning it's very important, and you should do the following thing. You should stop watching so much news, and you should start going to the source material. Instead of dedicating so much time to listening to Don Lemon and the rest of these talking heads, pull it up for yourself. All right, I'll leave it there, Ali.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been checking out Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. Each and every morning at 8:30 a.m. we give you the best 30, sometimes 45. It just depends. We got a super majority in North Carolina. We got to see what we're going to do with it. We're going to keep our eyes on it. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early, right here on the Urban Conservative for Top of the Morning. I'm Abdul Ali with my twin brother, Raheem, Architect Soto. I'll see you out in them streets, North Carolina. You know, we beating the road up. You know what it is. We'll see y'all. Have a good day. Peace.